On the 22nd of January 2026, something happened that should make every Christian and non-Muslim in this country sit up and pay attention. So, the Nigerian Financial Reporting Council, FRC, revealed that they are integrating a full-blown Sharia banking system into the Nigerian Financial Reporting Framework called the NFRF. This means they are bringing in the full standard from the Accounting and Auditing Organization for Islamic Financial Institutions, also known as AAOIFI. These are literally the global rulebook for C0mplaint Finance. They announced it at a massive stakeholder meeting in Abuja on 21st of January 2026 by Dr. Rabiu Olowo, the FRC boss. He made it crystal clear that the goal is to make Nigeria the leading hub for Islamic finance in Africa. The implementation starts as early as Q1 of 2026. They called it non-interest finance to keep you calm, but we all know this really means they are embedding Sharia principles deep into our national financial system. Now, why should you be scared if you are a Christian or just not a Muslim? Because this opens door for whitens that force Islamic religious rules into everyday matter, even for people who don't follow that faith. Let me explain to you the key pieces they are pushing in simple terms. Number one is the zakat deduction. Zakat is one of the 5 pillars of Islam. It is a mandatory alms giving, basically a religious tax of 2.5% of one's annual wealth that Muslims must pay to purify their money and help the poor according to Sharia law. Under these new standards, systems for calculating and reporting zakat could be built into official financial reporting and possibly even to the tax frameworks. That means more official channels from Islamic religious obligations to flow through the government-regulated system. For non-Muslims, it raises the questions like, will this create pressures or incentives that favors those who comply with Islamic giving rules over others? In a country divided by religion, this feels like another layer of favoritism creeping in. Number two is the sukuk bonds. These are Islamic bonds that are basically government or corporate debt instruments to avoid interest, which Islam calls riba and forbids. Instead of paying interest, they give returns based on profit sharing from real assets. Sounds nice and ethical, right? But when the government starts issuing sukuk widely under these new rules, it means public funds and national debt could be structured strictly according to the Sharia principles. Non-Muslims end up indirectly participating in or funding the system in one's religious law. Why our taxes help to build this Islamic finance hub, and who benefits the most? They are usually the investors from Muslim majority Gulf countries who pour in billions. Number three is the murabaha. This is where the bank buys assets like car or house and sells it to you at a markup price. No interest, no fees markup. It is marketed as fair, but critics see it as a workaround that functions like a conventional loan. The danger is, as this product becomes standardized nationwide through the NFRF, everyday banking for everyone, including Christians and non-Muslim, this could shift towards a Sharia-approved model. Banks might prioritize this product, making it harder to avoid if you are not comfortable with religious underpinnings. And don't forget the oversight risk, because our system is already full of holes. First is the FATF, which stands for Financial Action Task Force. Nigeria has been grey-listed before because our anti-money laundering rules are weak. Terror groups like Boko Haram and ISWAP exploit these gaps to move funds, expanding specialized Islamic finance channels through ironclad checks, creates new blind spots. Formal Islamic banking requires complex, asset-backed deals that might look legit on paper but hide dirty money flows if oversight fails. And the second one is NFIU, which stands for Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit. This is the agency that supports to track terror money, but we have seen how slow and selective they can be. When you layer in complex Sharia complaint products, monitoring becomes nightmare unless they get massive upgrades, which hasn't happened yet. This is not just about ethical banking or attracting investment. In a country where Christians have faced mass killing, churches are getting burnt, and what international reports called genocide-level violence, of which our government has been accused of looking the other way. Pushing this Sharia finance standard nationwide feels like the next quiet step in a bigger agenda. The Constitution says no state religion, but actions like this makes it feel like that Constitution is being ignored. If this doesn't wake you, ask yourself this question: why are they rushing to make Nigeria an Islamic finance hub while our people are dying in the name of religious conflict?